Okay, Kat here for Orlando Pirates Fan TV. We're here with Zanele and we'd like to hear her views on the game.
I believe that the team played well, despite the goal that we considered in the dying minutes, where we were supposed to have concentrated. But overall, the team's performance was good, even though some players towards the game they were lacking tons of energy. They had to be substituted, but I'm not disappointed with the team's performance, and I believe that in the second round we're gonna do well and score in Tunisia.
Do you think the inclusion of Masalesa was premature? Because you saw he was very not match fit.
I don't tend to believe that. I believe it was only fair for him to play because Isasa came back late from national duty, so you cannot just play a player because he plays for Senegal or he just came back. So it was only fair for Masalesa to continue to play. So it was based on training, what he gave on training to get ahead of Isasa. So it was only for him to play today. He did play well, despite that towards the game he was losing his energy. So, but we cannot fault him much. The whole team has to take the blame of on this draw. We cannot blame Masalesa alone.
Were you surprised about Kermit's performance? Because he tried his best, but they knew that he was the most dangerous player. Do you think that he could have done more, or he tried his best?
There are a lot of factors that contributed to his form today, but I expected quite a lot. The player that I expected him to play like that was Gabuza, but he played very well. Also Matlaba, I was quite impressed, even Bibo. So a lot of players, like even Tabo, was not in his full standard. Bibo tried his level best as well. So that's why I say at the end of the day, it's the team's whole performance. You cannot only fault one player and say it's Masalisa, it's Bibo, it's whoever.
Do you feel that we didn't take enough chances to kill off the game?
Definitely didn't. At the last third, we were not pressing enough. And I remember that goal, the opportunity by Makola. He was supposed to have taken that goal because that would have made a difference to us. It would have taken out the pressure for the team. So when we were playing 1-0, now we were playing against the Wolves, scoring the second goal, which would open for them to score. And it was 1-1 at the end of the game.
Do you believe that Paris choked today?
No, they didn't. They actually lived up to the expectation. Just that, as I said,
conceding on the 85th.
That's what I'm saying. That the time that they were supposed to, they switched off. Hence, they say they switched off. But the captain has to play a role. The senior players need to play a role and say, guys, this is dying minutes. This is what you're supposed to do. Concentration level needs to be checked on all the time. So at the end of the day, it's the teams overall who lost the concentration. That's why I like to say it's not only when they lose, it's not only Tinkler who made them lose, but when they win, it's the players. So at the end of the day, you have to blame the whole team.
Okay, and then the substitution of Gift, was Majora supposed to be in, or do you feel that Gift deserved to start?
I certainly believe that Majora needed to play because with his pedigree, he's been in PSL for quite a while.
But some fans say that Majora, he's missing something. He doesn't have that hunger anymore. Do you believe that to be true? Because he doesn't work as hard as Erasmus and as a Kabuza. Do you feel that he's contributing enough to the game?
I honestly don't. But as I said, at the end of the day, we don't know what happens in training. I'd like to emphasize on that. But if I was Majoro and if I was another player like Aling, for instance, not getting game time, I would always push myself. I would always stay behind the training to try and ask the coach, what am I not doing right? What should I do in order to get a start? And then if the coach sees that you're doing an improvement, he might actually include you in the 18 team. Who knows? You might be included in the 11 starting 11.
Still faith in Eric?
Definitely. I believe Orlando Pirates supporters in a way are quite harsh because he took us to the Champions League Confederation Cup final.
But some say that other coaches have before.
No,
because Roger did.
Roger did. I'm not disputing that, but you need to understand with the players that he had and the schedule that we have with Eric Tingler, he did his best at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, he selects his starting 11. He has his 18 team overall. But at the end of the day, when he chooses certain players, those are the ones who need to put their hands and say, we want to play, we want to win for Paris, the badge that we have in the T-shirt. But if they can't do that, we can't always fault Tinkler for the lose and congratulate the players for the win. It's unfair on him.
And then the attitude of the opposition team, what did you think of it?
It's what we would have expected them to do. Even if we went to Tunisia, they would expect us to do the same thing. I mean, they're relying behind the team, so it's only fair for them, despite the laser and the whatnot that the firecrackers that they did. But it's only fair. They didn't harm anyone. I just hope when we play on a second leg, they're not gonna be doing lasers on our faces, on our goalkeepers, on our players. That's the only thing.
Do you think we'll do the job away?
Definitely we need to do the job, but we need to change our attitude, and we need to rectify our mistakes, and we need to step up from a minute we start on the field till the last minute. But most importantly, we need to learn to concentrate towards the whole 90 minutes and the extra time, the extra added time with the referee.
And then this happened 2013 final, we won 1-0.
Yeah.
And then we lost away. Do you think we can change that, or do you think that maybe that might play against us?
No, actually, then 2013 we played 1-1 draw here.
Yeah,
Abu Trika scored.
Yeah.
They had put us under pressure, despite having key players that are not available, like the likes of Andile Charlie and Happy Chele. Despite that, I believe that every player that is signed by Orlando Pirates is capable of doing a job. So whoever's called up on that day needs to put up his socks, his A game, and say, I want to play for Pirates and I want to be part of the history. Because 2013 team tried to elude the 1995 squad. Even though despite losing the final, they did make that mark. But now we need to stop the stigma of us choking at the end, because they know that we're going to choke at the end of the most important competition.
So in theory, we're supposed to win this because we beat Al Ahly, we beat TP Mazembe at home. This should be a win. Do you think theory works?
Definitely not. It's the form on the day that works, as I said before on the previous interview.
Prediction for away?
For away, I believe we're
And who would you like to see starting?
The starting, I don't have a problem, but I'd like to see Isasa. I like to see Isasa starting this game with his pedigree. But I just hope all my players will just put on the same performance they put against Al Ahly, because that game, it was a game. I believe in Pirates, a lot of people don't expect them to play the good football. They turn up, they do wonders. People will be amazed by Pirates. So on that day, I believe a lot of players will improve, because there are a lot of players today who had problems that a lot of people know of, the likes of Rachale, the likes of Erasmus. We don't know of them. So I hope all the starting 11 will play. Isasa should come back on the pitch. I'm not sure if Mieni is okay. I'd like Mieni to play ahead of Makola.
Thank you. This is a view of Zanele, Orlando Pirates Fan TV. The mood is sad, but we have faith that we will make it in the second leg. Thank you, Orlando Pirates Fan TV Cat. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, OPFC1937, and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you.